What kind of world are we living in? In a beautiful world, food and resources would be in an abundance, and there would be plenty to go around for everybody. In a beautiful world, people would associate with others not because they have to, but only because they want to. If the world were a beautiful place, then you wouldn't have any suspicion or fear anytime you see someone new on the streets. However, that's not how the world is. The world is not a wonderful, blissful place. In a beautiful world, there would be no fear of being robbed, outsourced, or discarded. In a beautiful world, people would be working in tandem with each other to make the world vibrate in a state of love. In a beautiful world, there would be no need for money because everyone would be equal and everyone would already have everything they need. However, that's not how the world is it? What kind of world are we living in? In a beautiful world, the upper class wouldn't regard the rest of the population as ignorant and profanely stupid. In a beautiful world, people wouldn't push others down so that they can rise to the top. In a beautiful world, people would accept others for who and what they are. There would be no need to mock, hurt, discourage, or discomfort others in a beautiful world. Well, that's not the type of world we're living in, is it? The only reason the world is in such a dark place, in need of deep healing, is because we are afraid. The people are afraid of what might happen if they attempt to transcend the paradigm and current psychological, spiritual, and emotional state this species is in. The rulers are afraid of what might happen if they relinquish control. To evolve beyond the place we are in as a species, all we would have to do is put down our primitive need to conquer and work in harmony with one another. At the rate we're moving at now, that will never happen. People don't hold that kind of trust in one another in this world. Well, we would have to learn how to trust one another and treat others with decency if the world were to ever transcend beyond the rut that this world is currently in. But in this world, intelligent people don't combat injustices with high vibrational and revolutionary solutions. In this world, intelligent people only plot and scheme against one another to see how they can profit and make a dollar off of someone else's expenses. The concept of this planet being a beautiful world seems like a far cry, an impossibility, and a cause that may not be worth fighting for. However, I'm here to tell you that no, it is not. The common misconception is that if there were no law and no order, that violence, madness, and theft would ensue. The only reason that there is so much madness, theft, and violence in the world today is because the powers that be disease us in an emotional, physical, and spiritual manner. Within each and every one of us exists a potential to be happy and healthy. However, if that potential is not nurtured, then it dies. Don't be another cocoon in a world full of underdeveloped butterflies. Spread your wings and fly. People tell me to be careful with what I'm saying. However, I am. I couldn't have possibly thought of anything more compassionate to say. The reality of the situation is nothing will happen to you if you speak truths. What do you have to be worried about? Or what? Police rescue, FBI? No. The only thing that might happen is you encouraging others to rise against and heal. If heaven is the only way out of this cruel, sick world, then part of me is going to miss this twisted place. I'm going to miss connoisseuring fine art and music. I'm going to miss going to the gym, working on my cardio records and strength. I'm going to miss how every day I experience is that much better than the last. And most importantly, I'm going to miss you. This world has a lot of potential. However, the potential of this world is not being placed in the right hands. At the end of the day, every collective needs a ruler. And do you know who the ultimate ruler of all is? Why, it's God. I respect what others believe. However, I gotta tell you what I believe. I believe everyone needs an extra bit of guidance. Everyone needs to humble themselves. None are righteous, not one. The best way to exude kindness is to humble yourself before the Lord. Only the type of guidance that is found through the teachings of the Messiah can lead you to the most exalted state of peace, kindness, and compassion. Every knee must bow. In closing, I'd like to talk about masculinity. You know, masculinity isn't always about being the most testosterone jack in town. It's not always about who's the strongest. It's also about doing something regardless of the mockery and ridicule that others may attach to you in your relentless pursuit. If you want to play the drums, play the drums. If you want to be an author, write a novel. If you want to be a pilot, learn how to fly and become the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. That's kind of like how this is. Why does Arnold Schwarzenegger still work out, even though he's 76 years old? Why does the doggy want a biscuit? Same reason. Because it's an integral part of who he is, and he's not changing anytime soon. That's kind of like how this is, you see. I'm the best in the world at what it is that I do, and you better believe it, brother.